This is Top Accurate Global News Update. I am Abiodun Mohammed. The Russian military has launched a video campaign to lure more professional soldiers to fight in Ukraine, which challenges those interested to show they are, in quotes, a real man and swap what it casts as humdrum civilian life for the battlefield. The art, set to stirring music, follows reports from British military intelligence and Russian media reports that suggest Moscow is seeking to recruit up to 400,000 professional soldiers on a volunteer basis to bolster its forces in Ukraine. The art has so far been released on major Russian social networking sites. Russia, which says it is prosecuting what it calls, in quotes, a special military operation, does not disclose full casualty figures, but up to 43,000 Russians have been killed in the war so far, according to a recently leaked estimate from the US Defense Intelligence Agency. It estimated up to 17,500 Ukrainians had been killed too. The ad, which invites men to sign a contract with the Russian Defense Ministry for a salary starting at 204,000 rubles a month, shows a man in supermarket dressed in military uniform holding a heavy machine gun. The humanitarian situation is becoming increasingly dire in Sudan, with healthcare facilities paralyzed after dozens of hospitals were knocked out by the 5 days of intense fighting. Nearly 50 health facilities have been forced to close in the capital, Khartoum, and surrounding areas since the fighting broke out between the army and the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces (RSF) on Saturday. The Central Committee of Sudanese Doctors (CCSD) also painted a grim picture of the medical situation in the country, saying 39 out of 59 hospitals in Khartoum and nearby states were out of service. Sudan's Health Ministry on Wednesday said that 16 hospitals were damaged in the intense fighting that has forced thousands to flee for safety. Up to 70% of the hospitals in Khartoum and neighboring states have been rendered, in quotes, out of service due to the fighting, according to the Sudanese Doctors Union, with no hospital in Khartoum able to provide full services. The World Health Organization (WHO) warned that hospitals are running out of blood, transfusion equipment, intravenous fluids, and other vital supplies, adding that nearly 300 people have been killed and a further 3,000 injured. A United States government agency grounded its drone fleet over concerns China could use the unmanned aircraft for spying, despite internal warnings that a ban would in fact increase security risk. Documents obtained by newsmen revealed the US Department of Interior (DOI) also disregarded warnings the ban could hamper efforts to fight wildfires. Months before officials reported the restrictions were making firefighting more difficult and dangerous, the documents show. The DOI, which manages public lands and resources in the US, ordered the temporary grounding of drones made in China or containing Chinese parts in October 2019 amid deep suspicion of Chinese technology within the administration of former US President Donald Trump. Then Secretary of the Interior David Bernhardt formalized the ban in January 2020 with an open-ended order grounding the DOI's entire 810-strong fleet of unmanned aircraft systems (UAVs), whose uses include responding to natural disasters, geological surveys, and wildlife population monitoring, until, in quotes, cybersecurity, technology, and domestic production concerns are adequately addressed. The order, which followed years of warnings that drones made by firms such as Shenzhen-based DJI could be secretly sending data to Beijing, included exceptions for emergency uses such as fighting wildfires and search and rescue missions. A court in India's western state of Gujarat has rejected Congress leader Rahul Gandhi's petition seeking a stay of conviction in a defamation case, increasing uncertainty over whether he will be able to contest an election due next year. Gandhi was convicted last month in a case brought by a state legislator from Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP) after comments the Congress party leader made in a speech were deemed to be insulting to the Prime Minister and other people surnamed Modi. The district court in Surat City had sentenced Gandhi to 2 years in prison for his 2019 remarks referring to 2 fugitive Indian businessmen, both surnamed Modi. In an election rally that year, the 52-year-old leader had asked, in quotes, "How come all thieves have the name Modi?" Naisha Desai, a Congress leader and lawyer, told reporters on Thursday the Surat Court has not granted a stay on Gandhi's conviction. In quote, "We are going to challenge the decision in Gujarat High Court tomorrow, that is Friday. We have full faith that the judiciary will uphold justice and save the democracy," he said. While Thursday's ruling was a setback for Gandhi, his jail sentence remained suspended until he exhausts all his legal challenges to the conviction. The world could breach a new average temperature record in 2023 or 2024, fueled by climate change and the anticipated return of the El Niño weather phenomenon, climate scientists say. Climate models suggest that after 3 years of the La Niña weather pattern in the Pacific Ocean, which generally lowers global temperatures slightly, the world will experience a return to El Niño, the warmer counterpart, later this year. During El Niño, winds blowing west along the equator slow down and warm water is pushed east, creating warmer surface ocean temperatures. Climate models suggest a return to El Niño conditions in the late boreal summer and the possibility of a strong El Niño developing towards the end of the year. But Tempo said the world's hottest year on record so far was 2016, coinciding with a strong El Niño, although climate change has fueled extreme temperatures even in years without the phenomenon. The last 8 years were the world's 8th hottest on record, reflecting the longer-term warming trend driven by greenhouse gas emissions. That is the size of top accurate global news update. You can follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Happy Thursday!